Okay, guys, this is the weekly outlook video for this week, November 21 to 25th, 2022. Okay, last week was a relatively quiet week. We basically had consolidation other than on Tuesday where we had this big drop down and then instant reversal, forming a Tuesday low of the week on DXY. Okay, so um let's start by looking at the higher time frame. Let's start from the weekly time frame. Now, before the weekly, let me show you something on the monthly time frame. Okay, if you look at the monthly time frame, I mentioned that I don't know if I have mentioned it before on my previous outlook video, but on the monthly time frame, what we have here is like a giant market maker sell model. Okay, this is the initial consolidation run to level of resistance, and then we are having that retracement. Okay, so I think ultimately DXY is going to drop to this level, but before it does, I think we should get a retracement first before continuation lower. Okay, this is where I think it is going to bottom inside of this monthly order block. Okay, and we also have a monthly breaker at this level as well. This is a breaker. Okay, this candle right here is a breaker. Okay, so this right here is a breaker. This is not looking pretty, but this is a breaker, right? So this is why I think the DXY is going to come to eventually on the monthly time frame bottom and then continue to the upside for smart money reversal above this high. Okay, so now let's go to, of course, that will take a bit of time, but let's go to the weekly time frame. All right. So on the weekly time frame, I've been talking about this level for weeks. Okay, I've been saying the XY should come to clean out these relative equal lows on the daily time frame and the weekly fair value gap, and then I was anticipating a bounce from this other block. Okay, it's dipped into it and then rejected from the rejection block. Okay, bounce from the rejection block. All right, so my initial bias for this week is bullish on DXY. Okay, bullish on DXY and bearish on foreign currencies. Okay, we have this um imbalance right here, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Okay, so this is a C buy. All right, so my expectation is that market opens, drop down, do that swing to the downside, and then rally up to fill this fair value gap. Okay, you have to pay attention to this breaker. Okay, this is a breaker. This candle, this down close candle, is a weekly breaker block. Right? Why? Because we have a low, we have a high, we have a low, we have a higher high. So this is the breaker that took out this high. Okay, so it might not completely fill this fair value gap, and it might. Okay, at least the breaker is still at this level. Okay, so it could go all the way up to completely fill it, and we also have daily fair value gap at this level as well. I'll go to the daily time frame and I will show you. Okay, so let's go to the daily time frame. All right, so we have this trend line liquidity. Obviously, this is definitely going to be taken. This trend line liquidity price is definitely going to come back up to sweep it. Obviously not this week, it will take some time, but eventually I don't think the top is in. I think this trend line liquidity will be taken, right? So let's go to recent price action, right? So it bounced from this tiny little fair value gap and also from this other block as well. And we have a market maker buy model. This is initial consolidation, run to a level of support, smart money reversal. Now, does it go all the way up to clean this high? Okay, that's what I will be anticipating. But you also have to understand that the market maker models, they can play out in a variety of ways. Okay, it might not come all the way here. It might just reverse along the road to come back down to this level that I showed you on the monthly time frame before reversal. Okay, ultimately, I think that this trend line liquidity at this level um is a level, is something to pay attention to. Okay, this is something to pay attention to. So perhaps you just get a return back into discount. Okay, at the very least, this other block. Okay, at the very least, this other block. And if it wants to go higher, I would expect a rejection from this level. All right, but for this week, my expectation is that we open, drop down into this other block. Okay, or maybe it might not even drop all the way down to this level. Okay, it might just have a little retracement and then bounce to fill this fair value gap and then this fair value gap. So I'm bullish on DXY. Okay, that's the summary of what I'm trying to say. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Right, on the 4-hour time frame, we have a an intermediate term low, right, on the 4-hour time frame. This is a low. We have a low to the left and right of it. So this is an intermediate term low. Obviously, this is not a long term low. So this is why I'm saying that I don't think this is the bottom for DXY. I still think that we're just going to get a move into premium and then rejection from there to drop down lower to this level before bottoming. Okay. So on the 4-hour, not much to see here. Let's go to 1 hour so that would, yeah, I think the 1 hour looks better. Okay, so the important level here on the 1 hour time frame is this fair value gap and this other block. Okay, this other block and this fair value gap. Right, this is a proportion block. Okay, because it came off of this other block. Okay, so this is a proportion block. So let me mark this 1 hour fair value gap. That's the level to watch when market opens. So the profile that I'm anticipating will play out for this week on DXY is Monday low of the week, okay, or Wednesday weekly reversal. Okay, Wednesday weekly reversal, Monday low of the week. Okay, let me show you that so that you understand what I'm trying to say. Let me show you the weekly profile template. Okay, so where's the weekly profile? Wednesday midweek rally. Okay, so this is the profile that I would be anticipating for this week. So we'll likely see a rally on Monday, a drop down on Tuesday, then bounce on Wednesday, Thursday, rally up until Friday. Okay, so that's what I am anticipating. Now we can see the condition for this profile when the market is bullish and has yet to run to the premium area on the higher time frame levels, and it has recently rallied from a discount array and simply paused without any bearish reversal price action, indicating that price is about to expand higher for the premium array. I think one of the things that I haven't been doing the past few weeks that I need to start incorporating is having an anticipation for the kind of profile that is likely going to play out. Okay, all this while, what I used to do is like I don't tend to have anything in mind. I don't have an anticipation of which profile is likely going to play out. I just like on Wednesday, that's when I'm having an idea of which profile is going to play out. But I think that it's important to have an anticipation if you are trading the one shot, one kill model. It's important to have an anticipation of which profile is likely to unfold for that week and plan your trade based on that profile. Okay, obviously there is no guarantee that what you have in mind is what will play out, but having an anticipation would help you stick and help you plan better for that week. Okay, so let's go back to DXY. So I would be expecting that when the market opens, maybe we have a gap up or perhaps a gap down, right? And maybe something like this. Now, this level, this trend line, they are also very, very suspicious. Okay, they are very, very suspicious. Price might drop to sweep it. Okay, that here we have a daily fair value gap. All right, so but I think they will keep this for later. Okay, but it's something to pay attention to. Market has already revised from a discount PDR rate. There haven't been any form of reversal. Price is still bullish. We are forming higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so we have a higher high here, we have a higher low here, we have a higher high, we have a higher low. So this is bullish at the moment. Okay, so discounts PDRAs have been holding price. Okay, they have been holding price. So my anticipation is that this is the level to watch. Okay, just mark the mean threshold of this candle. If price should close below the mean threshold of the candle, then that would indicate that it is likely going to drop lower, perhaps to clean this level. Okay, but and it might just take this Friday low. Okay, it might just take this Friday low, but I wouldn't expect it to. I wouldn't expect it to. I think that this is the level where I will be watching for a bounce. Okay, this one um order block and this fair value gap. That is the level that I personally will be watching on DXY at the same time on EU and GU. That's why I'll be looking to frame a long setup. And then if I get stopped out, I'm going to watch to see if this trend line liquidity is going to be taken. But I don't think that is going to be the case. I think considering the fact that we are likely going to still drop back down to this level, I think they will leave this for later. That is my anticipation. But let's check the low time frame to see how that level. Okay. So we have one fair value gap in here. I think I'm going to refine this to the 30-minute time frame, especially considering from this low to this high. This is discount. Okay, this is still a little bit of premium. Now let me measure it. We have this low to this high. This is discount. This is OTE. So I'm just going to refine that 1 hour fair value gap to the 30-minute time frame. Obviously, the 1 hour level is also a level to watch and pay attention to. But considering we have an order block in here, I think that there is a good chance that price could drop to this 30 minutes fair value gap before it then continue to the upside. Okay, so what I'm anticipating is something like this. Yeah, a Judah swing, market open, Judah swing to the downside, perhaps this level or the 1 hour fair value gap, but I think it should drop to this level. Okay, so something like this, and then we get a rally. Now look at this gap. Okay, this gap might reject price because um no trading took place around this level. Okay, when price dropped down, sell side was provided, no buy side had been provided. Okay, so I'm expecting that buy side will be provided to that level, and then we might get a rejection. Okay, generally that will become a balanced price range, which is also a PDRA. Okay, and prices are premium from this high to this low, or from this high to this low. This is a heavy premium, so we might get a rejection from there. Okay, maybe on one we might get a fair value gap, maybe 1 hour, 4 hour order block of fair value gap will form around this level on Monday, or it might be the gap, it might be the weekly gap that would form at this level. Okay, so retest that discount array. So I'll be paying attention to any discount array that forms around this level. Okay, order block, fair value gap, um the volume, what's it called now, the liquidity void that might form as a result of the weekly open. So drop down and then rally back up to the the daily fair value gap at this level. Okay, and maybe some of this liquidity void, all right, it could go all the way up to this level. Okay, so that's my expectation for DXY. Now let me show you the market maker buy model that I said I'm looking at. Okay, this is initial consolidation, this is run to support, and then smart money reversal, accumulation, reaccumulation, and then maybe distribution above this. I don't want to go ahead of myself. I'm just going to take it one level at a time. But for this week, this is what I am going to be anticipating for this week. Monday low of the week. Now, if we get a deeper retracement, then that will most likely be like a Tuesday low of the week. Okay, but I'm anticipating a Monday low of the week in this case. Okay. So let's go to EU. EU, this is the daily time frame. Let's move to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we have this weekly liquidity void. Well, maybe not a liquidity void, but since there is no actual void or gap, but this is an imbalance, right? From this level to this level, we have that imbalance. I think that is a strong draw on liquidity. Okay, so my expectation is that market opens, we get July swing to the upside to form the high of the week, perhaps on Monday, and then drop lower to fill this liquidity void. Now, pay attention to this breaker as well. This is a breaker block on the weekly time frame. Okay, this is a breaker. So now look at this doji. When you have an indecisive candle like this, it's usually a strong indication of a reversal, especially when you have the body of the candle lower down. Okay, if it is up, okay, like in this one, for example, okay, that's not, you can't assume that there's going to be a reversal in this case. But when the body of the candle is lower compared to the high of the candle, okay, that is a very strong indication of a reversal. Okay, so I'm anticipating a reversal at this level. Price rejected from this weekly order block from the body of the candle on Tuesday last week, and then rejected, right? So this week market opens, small July swing to the upside, and then drop down to fill this void. Okay, now it might not fill the whole of the void this week, and it might happen. I mean, this whole candle is 1 week, all right, so anything can happen. Okay, but that's, this is the level I think price would eventually draw to. So let's go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we have this fair value gap, we have this fair value gap, and we have this fair value gap. Now let me mark my weekly. Okay, this is the weekly fair value gap, right? The liquidity void or the imbalance I showed you on the weekly time frame. This is the low of that imbalance. So this is level I think price may eventually drop into, and perhaps this daily fair value gap. Okay, because this is looking like a market maker sell model. Okay, this level initial control. Let me show you on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, so when you expect, remember I explained my market maker video. Okay, if you haven't seen it, you can check around on my channel. It's one of the recent videos I uploaded, okay, market maker model, and I told you guys then that the easiest way you can identify when the model is about to play out is when you expect price to drop down into discount. If you take a fee from this low to this high, this is still premium. Okay, this is discount. We expect price to drop into discount, or we expect price to drop into a specific level, which in this case a daily fair value gap, and it refuses to. Okay, instead maybe it consolidate. Now there's really not that much of a consolidation here, but um it doesn't always have to begin with a consolidation. That's what I'm trying to say. So this level, price might eventually take out this low to drop into this fair value gap, but we'll take it one step at a time. But the next target, my next target is this level. Okay, here we have a 4-hour order block, so this can provide a bounce. Okay, this imbalance is what I'll be watching first and foremost. I think that this 4-hour fair value gap is going to be very significant for EU. So my expectation is that we rally into the 4-hour fair value gap, reject from there, drop down to this level, bounce to fill whatever fair value gap that forms at this level on Monday or on Tuesday, and then drop lower to this fair value gap. Okay, so that's my anticipation. Let's go to 1-hour time frame. We also have a 1-hour imbalance and a 1-hour order block at this level. So I expect there is this trend line as well, but I think that a market maker buy model is about to play out. This being the initial consolidation, drop down to a level of support, and then smart money reversal. Maybe at this level, I don't know, but let's see. Okay, so my anticipation for EU is something like this. A rally into this fair value gap, drop down into this um imbalance or daily fair value gap, and then perhaps bounce from there into a PDRA that will form at this level or into premium of this price leg, and then drop down to fill the rest of this fair value gap. That's my expectation for this week. Okay, so this is the minimum level I'm going to be targeting, the low of the daily fair value gap. Obviously, it could still drop all the way here, but if I'm able to catch a short at this level, I'm going to hold it all the way up to this. Of course, I'm going to take profits along the way, and I'll look for re-entries. Okay, price is not just going to drop down. Okay, there will be retracement and retracement. So every retracement, every rally I will see, I'm going to sell into all of the rallies until I'm going to short the hell out of this issue. Okay, it's was just play with my emotions all of last week. So this is revenge week for me. um if you can just drop into this 4-hour fair value gap, I'm going to go short and I'm going to hold it all the way up. At least I'll leave a portion up until this level. Okay, perhaps it could drop all the way to this level, honestly, because what I'm seeing here is looking very, very, very close to a market maker sell model, with this level being the initial consolidation and then run to a level of resistance and smart money reversal. Okay, because we have an SMT divergence at this level as well. Let me show you on the daily time frame, or I think it will be clearer on the weekly. Okay, so this high, right? This is a higher high. This guy is making a higher high, while GU is making a lower low. Okay, so this is an SMT divergence. So I'm thinking that this is smart money reversal. Then we're going to have accumulation, reaccumulation, and then distribution perhaps below this low. Okay, but you know, you can't, there's a daily order block at this level, and we have all this fair value gap. So price might bounce even before taking out this low, especially considering there was a liquidity sweep at this level. Okay, so that's my expectation, but my minimum target should be this, the low of this fair value gap. That would be my minimum target for this week. Obviously, it could drop lower, but this will be the level I'll be targeting, the minimum targets for my trades this week. Okay, so I'm expecting a Wednesday weekly reversal profile that I showed you on Notion. Let me show you guys again. Um, this where's my okay? So I'm looking at consolidation midweek decline. Okay, bearish consolidation midweek decline. Okay, so this is my anticipation for the week. This price action drop rally on Tuesday into whatever discount Arida form, I mean premium Arida forms at this level, and then um open another short at that level and then continue lower. So that's what I'll be anticipating. So for every future weekly outlook video, I'm going to study all the weekly profile templates, and I'll pick one that I would be anticipating for that week. Okay, so that would allow me to plan better. Okay, I wish I have been doing this prior to now instead of just assuming and just thinking that anything can happen. All right, so that's on EU. Let's go back to trading view. All right, let's go to GU. So similar to GU, okay, let me just do a full review. Here we have this, weekly order block. That's an important level to pay attention to, especially the consequent encroachment of this order block, or the midline of this order block. We have the weekly fair value gap. That is the draw on liquidity for this week, in my opinion. So my expectation is the market opens, we get Judah swing as usual to the upside, and then drop down to fill this weekly fair value gap. Okay, we might get a bounce from this order block, obviously. So we might get a bounce from the order block to continue higher if the market has switched bullish. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Let's just take it one level at a time. Let's go to the daily time frame. On the daily, we have this daily fair value gap. We also have this daily order block, which is also a proportion block. Okay, so we might get a bounce from this level, from this order block. Okay, obviously, I think price is dropping to this order block, and then it will bounce from there. If it is going to be a short-term bounce, I don't know, or a continuation higher, honestly, I don't know. But this relative equal highs here and these highs, they look really, 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 really appealing. They look really, really appealing. But let's see. Just take it one step at a time. Let's go to the low time frame, 1 hour. Nothing significant here on. Okay, so 1 hour time frame. We have market was really slow last week. Okay, really, really sloping. So mm, maybe the midline of this other block. I like EU better. The price action of EU looks much, much more better. At least we have another block. We have this imbalance. And what validates other blocks for me is the presence of an imbalance. And here, there is an imbalance. The price has already filled and sort of rejecting from it. There is a small, tiny imbalance at this level. Let's check the lower time frame. 30 minutes. Aha, you're now talking. So this, we have this 30 minutes um 30 minutes fair value gap. Okay, so we have this 30-minute fair value gap. We have inducement before the fair value gap. So if we draw a fib from this high to this low, this is optimal trade entry, and this is going to be the minimum target. Okay, obviously, I know that it is still going to drop lower, but this is like the algorithmic target. This will be the algorithmic target based on this level. Okay, so my expectation is that we are going to get a Monday high of the week. Okay, Monday high of the week is what I'll be expecting. Maybe we get a rally into this level and then drop into this. We have this relative equality. Okay, so this is also going to be a drawn liquidity. The daily fair value gap is going to be a drawn liquidity as well. So a rally, do that swing to the upside, drop down to clean out these relative equal lows. Perhaps a drop into this fair value gap. It might bounce even before getting to this fair value gap, but let's see. Okay, so maybe something like this. Um, Daily fair value gap. This is the high. This is the low. I think it will bounce from this relative equal lows. After taking the relative equal lows, I think that there is a strong possibility of a bounce, maybe on Tuesday into premium and then drop down lower to fill the daily fair value gap, and perhaps all this void. Okay, only buy side was provided, so this is a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Okay, so this is a B side. Okay, this is a B side or BC, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so it could drop lower, really. It could bounce maybe short-term bounce and then continue lower to fill this void. But this fair value gap will be my minimum target. Okay, so I'll look to frame a long at this, a short at this level. I'm going to hold it, maybe take some profit here because I think that Tuesday should provide a bit of a bounce into this into premium. Okay, if assuming that we get consolidation midweek decline. Okay, if I am right with the profile that I think will unfold for the week. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm also going to keep an eye on gold. Let me see if I can show you guys gold. XAU. Okay, I like to use FXM. Okay, yeah. So we have a sell model playing out. Okay, I've dropped this when price was trading around here. That will get a reversal at this level. Obviously, I don't trade gold normally, but I think that this is going to be an excellent swing trade, in my opinion. Okay, so I dropped this when price was still trading around this level. Okay, and I said that we have a sell model play now. I posted it on the Telegram chat for those of you that are on my Telegram chat. So here we have seen smart money reversal. I believe that this is smart money reversal above a weekly fair value gap. I mean a weekly, yes, a weekly fair value gap and a weekly high. Okay, remember I also explained to you guys that most of the time smart money reversal when you are dealing with higher time frame market maker buy and sell models, the smart money reversal tend to happen at old high, okay, weekly high in this case. Okay, so I'm going to be looking to see if we get a return to this daily fair value gap. Can see the daily fair value gap right there. So if we get, can it go all the way up to that level? I'm not sure, to be honest, but that's what I'll be watching. Okay, if you can get a bounce to this daily fair value gap, that is where I'll be looking to go short. Let me go to 4-hour time frame. Okay, that's a daily high. Okay, so we have a daily high at this level. This is an order block. This is a 4-hour fair value gap. Will it come to this level? Honestly, I'm not quite sure. Okay, but I'll watch this 4-hour fair value gap first. Okay, we might get a short term. It might reject from here or come to this daily fair value gap. Okay, so I'm first going to be watching and to monitor how price reacts at this level, and we might get a run on stop. Okay, I think we might get a run on stop. This is Friday's high. Okay, now let me check how it looks like on the low time frame. Mm, this is the daily fair value gap. This we have now. This looks interesting. Okay, this is looking like a market maker buy model. Okay, this is initial consolidation, run to level of support, smart money reversal, accumulation, reaccumulation, distribution about this high. So I'll be watching the 4-hour fair value gap first. Okay, but I think ultimately to take out this high, I think it looks likely to take out this high to fill the daily fair value gap before continuation lower. So that's what I'll be anticipating. I'm not interested in a long, so I'm just going to wait to see if price will trade into this daily fair value gap, and I will look to frame shorts around that level. Okay. Is there anything interesting on EG? EG, I wasn't watching EG at all last week. I mentioned that this high should not be taken. Okay, this high should not be taken, and I didn't want to go short. I was trying to be very careful because I was in a little bit of a drawdown, and EG can be really, really crazy. Okay, so the trade I took on Friday got me out of drawdown and put me back, gave me some profit as well. So I can't see anything interesting for me here. Okay, this would have been the level that I would have loved to go short. Okay, if assuming I was watching it last week. Okay, but we have a relative equal high here. If we get a bounce to this level, okay, if we get a bounce from this other block, if it can move all the way to this level, then I would consider getting short to take out this low into this weekly fair value gap. Okay, so I am not interested in a short around this level. Okay, if we can move back to clear out these relative equal highs and the remaining fair value gap left in here, I think this would be an excellent place for me to go short. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it. I would post an update on the group chat wherever I see. Okay, last but not the least, let's look at, yes. Okay, let me look at the weekly time frame. Um, we have an indecisive candle as well. We have this order block. Okay, so that's an important level to pay attention to, especially the midline. Okay, the midline of the body of the order block. Okay, so and we have a daily OB. Let's check. I have a daily OB here. I think this is where price is going to drop to. Okay, this is where price will drop to. This is an order block. Price has shown a willingness to drop. We have moved back into premium. It has rejected. So I think it is going to be bearish. Okay, let me look at the low time frame for possible areas of entries. Um, the other flow is bearish, obviously clearly bearish. So maybe if we get a return to this weekly OB, the main threshold of this weekly OB, especially considering this small little fair value gap at this level, okay, and it's my just reject from here. Okay, I don't really like trading ES, to be honest. I'm still trying to understand the price action. Okay, I'm still trying to understand the price action. I'm not. It's not a pair that I'm really that excited about. I love EU and GU. I know EU and GU in total. Okay, I know them very well. But I have months of data on EU and GU. So, but I haven't really backtested ES well enough. And when I don't like trading pairs that I don't have enough data to back up my decisions on. Okay, but we have this relative equal lows at this level. We have relative equal lows at this level as well. This is a market maker sell model. Okay, this is a market maker sell model. So do I see it coming to this level? It's not looking like it, to be honest, but if it does, that is the level I will be watching, and then I'm just going to wait to see what PA unfolds on Monday. I think Monday, after Monday price action, we should get a really clear idea of what price is likely going to do. Okay, now this relative equal highs here also, it's something to pay attention to. So this could go all the way up to this level, I think. That's definitely a possibility. Okay, but let's see. I'm not really too excited about ES. I love EU. I'm going to focusing primarily on EU and GU and gold if I get a move to this daily fair value gap. Okay, this is a sell model. This is consolidation run support. This is a sell model. I think price should get to this daily fair value gap, and then I'll look to go short there. Okay, I think that's it. If you have any question, guys, you can always drop your question on in the comment section or ask on the Telegram chat. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.